Story 1. I rearranged Emil's furniture. We've been married for a long time, a really long time. My mother-in-law was mostly a BC, mildly irritating, with a dash of just an O, and for the last 10 years, I've been low or no contact with her. And honestly, my life has been amazing ever since. My husband doesn't mind at all because he gets to focus on our relationship without her constantly interfering. But back in the day, I tried so hard to get on her good side. I was that sweet, naive newlywed who thought she'd be happy for her son. I cooked, cleaned, threw parties, and generally tried to be the ideal daughter-in-law. Most people liked me, but she was sneaky. My husband didn't pick up on her subtle digs, so I tried to point them out, but he didn't get it. I had no idea how to handle someone like her. After our wedding, we left for our honeymoon a week later. We'd set up our small apartment, gotten cozy, and then headed off for a week, leaving the keys with Emil so she could check the mail and take care of a few things. When we came back, though, I was shocked. She had completely rearranged my kitchen, moved the living room furniture, thrown out some of my personal pictures, and even tossed some of my lingerie. I was devastated, and I cried to my husband. He got mad and talked to her, but, of course, when he came home, the usual excuse, I was just trying to be helpful. I didn't mean to upset her. And, as always, the tears flowed at her bidding, leaving him completely thrown off. He promised to help me put things back, but when it came to the kitchen, he only made things worse, though it wasn't his fault. Emil had never even taught him how to butter bread. That was when I learned the most valuable lesson of all. Whenever Emil was up to something, she'd always wait until we were alone, give me that evil smile, and do that little nod, almost like a sup, gif, to let me know she was always undermining me. Emil was a pillar in the community, active in church and charity, so sweet to those she approved of, but behind the scenes, she was ruthless. Fast forward to today, and she's older, but just as sneaky, if not sneakier. Now, she plays the helpless old lady role brilliantly, with volunteers bringing her meals and sitting with her. It's honestly pretty sweet, but she's still got that venom in her. She was in the hospital recently, and my husband got the key to her house to grab her mail and such. Well, I made a copy of that key, without him knowing, of course, because I had a plan. During the week she was gone, I decided to help by cleaning her house. I took some time off work. I was sick, of course, and let myself in. I rearranged the kitchen, threw away some broken porcelain, and put some pictures in the closet. I didn't touch the living room, though. I didn't want my husband catching on just yet. I also tackled her linen closet, coat closet, and both of her bathrooms. When it was time for my husband to pick her up, I offered to help him clean the house in preparation for her return. He was a little surprised, but I told him I'd decided to let bygones be bygones and wanted to help. We cleaned, mopped, vacuumed, everything sparkly and neat. When we arrived to pick her up, Emil immediately noticed something was off, though she couldn't quite place it. Then she noticed the missing pictures. Emil, what did you do with my pictures? DH and I. What do you mean? Emil, you stole my pictures. Me. Oh no, Emil, I just helped DH clean. That's all. DH confirmed it was just cleaning, but she wasn't having it. She stormed off into the kitchen, screaming about what we'd done. I looked at DH, confused, and he repeated that we'd only cleaned and mopped. Emil was furious, so I decided to leave, figuring my presence was upsetting her. DH, totally confused because he had no idea why she was acting so hostile, agreed. I cheerfully told Emil I'd be on my way, and DH could call me when he was ready to go. As I turned to leave, I smiled at her and gave her the exact same signature nod she always used to give me. The look on her face was priceless. On the way home, DH told me that ML had accused me of all sorts of things, and I calmly said, "Oh, poor thing, her mind must be going." DH agreed that she's getting older and, losing it. She should have been nicer to me, because now I get to help pick her nursing home, and I know exactly how to play the helpful, supportive role. Thanks, Emil. Comment 1. Damn, OP. You played the long game. I'd be worried about your DH's reaction if he finds out you went behind his back like that, but holy shit, you played your cards well. You are the queen of concern trolling. Comment 2. You remind me of Elena Tyrell. Tell Cersei it was me. Comment 3. Oh, that line. Seriously, the next time she does something to you, lean in really close and quietly say, "You really should be nicer to me. After all, I get to help choose your nursing home." Then when she tells DH, deny it. After all, the poor lady is losing her mind. Comment 4. Nice. Playing the long con. Well done. Story 2. The return of the grocery throwing ML. My state is reopening soon, so my ML will be leaving my sister-in-law's house and moving back so she can go to work again. Great for her, not so much for me. At least she won't be staying with me anymore, but the passive-aggressive behavior hasn't stopped. My parents want me to set up a dinner with my husband and ML so we can all get to know each other better and work through our issues. This feels like the typical Asian family is everything. You must forgive and forget pressure. I'm kind of freaking out. My parents haven't really had any interactions with ML since my wedding, and they don't know about all the trouble she's caused. A few examples. She once sent groceries to my house as an apology, and most of it was beef. I'm not very religious, but I don't eat beef. I don't mind if others do, but I'm not going to buy it or prepare it. If Emil wants it, she can cook it herself. My husband knows this, and it's been the same since we started dating. Now, he has a freezer full of beef that he has to deal with. Then there's the whole dowry issue. My family is Hindu, so dowry is a big deal. My grandparents offered it to my husband, but he declined. Emil took it as, since they can afford a dowry, they should be paying for most of the wedding. That's not how it works, but she decided that's how it should be. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to mediate the situation. I'm pretty sure ML will say some insensitive and probably racist things. My family understands why I'm upset with her, but they don't really agree with me sending her to live with Estelle. Should I just let this dinner happen so my parents can see firsthand what I've been dealing with? But that might cause tension with my husband and strain their relationship with him. Comment 1. I would simply tell your parents that is not in my best interest. I know your parents probably mean well, but they can't fix this. And I honestly think it isn't appropriate for them to try to fix their adult daughter's relationship with anyone, let alone someone who has disrespected her so thoroughly. If it's a cultural thing, because you mentioned it was an Asian thing, I think it's important that you set that boundary with your parents, that you know they are trying to do what they think is right, but that it will not help you at this time. Maybe push it off into the distance if it helps you say no. If you do this dinner, best case scenario is that she makes a fool out of herself and shows your parents who she showed you. Worst case scenario, she shows them a person your parents like and sways them and manipulates them. There is little to no chance of a constructive family dinner taking place. Your parents have unrealistic expectations, and I would suggest it might be in your best interest to let them know that. Comment 2. You need to find your center first. What I'm seeing is two adults who aren't making their own decisions about the future that they are going to build for their own family. It's not your parents' business what happens with your MIL. They may feel like it is, and they may have an opinion about it, but it's not. You and your husband need to have a team meeting. What kind of family do you want to build? What kind of home? Is it going to be safe, secure, loving, polite? Whose needs and wants are prioritized first? Immediate family, you, husband, children, or extended family? Who decides how you run your household? Are you passive, and do you allow other adults to make decisions for you? Or do you sit down with your husband, make a decision together, and everyone else that isn't in the marriage needs to deal with it? These are the things you should have solid, written down answers to before you have any talk with anyone. Story 3. Emil is against baby wearing and refuses to let me buy my own son's outfit. Yesterday, I went out with my husband's aunt, grandma, and Emil. His aunt was visiting from out of town, and I was really looking forward to her meeting our baby. As soon as I arrived at Emil's house, she immediately asked, "Where's the stroller?" I told her that I prefer baby wearing and that the carrier I was using was a gift from Aunt. I thought she'd enjoy seeing it in action. Emil's face immediately twisted into an annoyed expression, and she said, I know you're not used to the stroller, but it's really great. You can put your bags and everyone else's bags in it. I calmly responded, I'm used to the stroller, but today, I'm choosing to baby wear. That answer clearly didn't sit well with her. I honestly think it's a generational thing. Baby wearing is so common now, and rightly so, in my opinion, because it's super practical. And surprise, surprise, because I was wearing the baby, no one was grabbing at him, and he slept peacefully the entire time. The outfit incident. We stopped at a baby store, and I was in Mama Paradise, so many cute outfits. I picked one out and immediately knew ML would try to buy it for him. So, I preemptively said, I'll get this one, don't worry. She completely ignored me and walked straight to the cashier. I repeated, please don't buy it. I want to buy this for LO. Again, no response. She just went ahead and bought it anyway, along with a book. At that point, I decided to pick something else and buy it myself. But ML completely flipped out. She snapped, you don't have to do that. Does he even need it? No. Don't buy anything. She was visibly upset. ML is always buying random things for LO without checking if he actually needs them, just unnecessary stuff. It's not about generosity, it's about her thinking my husband and I are irresponsible with money. She's even gone through our car looking for receipts to scrutinize our spending. One time, she found a grocery receipt and had the audacity to say we buy garbage. The entitlement. She buys things for LO, not because she wants to help, but because she genuinely believes we shouldn't be spending money on our own child. The level of control she tries to assert is maddening. That is MY's son, and I will buy him whatever I think he needs. The fact that she thinks she has more authority over him than I do is beyond frustrating. She steamrolled my decision, disregarded my boundaries, and turned what should have been a fun day into something way more stressful than it had to be. I just needed to vent. Thanks for reading. I read all the comments and love engaging with each one of you. If I don't reply, just know one of the upvotes is from me. Comment 1. Return what she buys for cash or store credit and buy what you want into half. Use the store credit if you have it, and if it's cash back for a refund, add it to his college fund. Comment 2. For what it's worth, she can't refuse you anything. Only if you allow her to. I would have bought the outfit anyway, and when she asked why when she just bought the same one, tell her I told you not to buy it, maybe next time you'll listen. It why you would let her stop you from buying things for your child. Who TF is she? Not your boss, that's for sure. You need to out-stubborn the bully. Once she realizes she can't bulldoze you, she most likely will stop. They don't like to be challenged. Seriously, stop letting her make decisions for you. Comment 3. Wow. She would get a whopping dose of, it may surprise you to learn this, but I'm a fully grown adult who can make her own decisions. I am buying thing for my child. If you'd like to get LO something, I have a list of things we can use. Just say the word, from me. I would definitely bring down the wrath of ML upon myself because there is absolutely no way I would be able to say it without 2 or 3 metric tons of sarcasm in my tone of voice. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.